Joining us now to discuss that incident and more is Kyle Shideler. He's a director and senior analyst for Homeland Security and Counterterrorism at the Center for Security Policy. Welcome back, Kyle.
Thanks for having me. It's always good to be here.
Great. So before we get into this group and what they believe in exactly, who founded them, and all that good stuff, first tell us what happened in that standoff in Massachusetts.
So what you had was a Massachusetts state trooper saw a number of individuals wearing body armor and carrying long guns, either rifles or shotguns, standing beside two vehicles which they were filling with gas. Apparently they had run out of gas on their way to some place. He stopped them and briefly interrogated them to see whether they had the appropriate firearms license and to sort of identify themselves. And they refused to identify themselves. They refused to produce licenses. And this led to a standoff with law enforcement that lasted several hours and was finally resolved in the early morning hours of the next day. And so this is not all that uncommon with certain elements of these groups. And the Rise of the Moors is a group founded on Moorish science, which is an ideology developed by a man named Timothy Drew, a.k.a. Noble Drew Ali. And he founded this group, the Moorish Science Temple of America, in 1913. Moorish science predates most other black identity groups you might be familiar with, like the Nation of Islam or the Black Panthers. They have a very long history in the United States. But it's very common for so-called counter-extremism experts and the media to try and paint these types of individuals as white supremacists or militia members or sovereign citizens, despite the fact that they are in reality a black identity extremist ideology.
So I know the group is still a little shadowy, but from what we know so far, what is it exactly do they want? What do they preach? What are they here for? What are they trying to accomplish?
Right. So adherents of Moorish science, well, it goes back to when it was founded by Timothy Drew in 1913s. This was a period when African Americans were migrating to the north from the south, and American blacks were searching for an identity outside of slavery. And so Drew created the Moorish Science Temple of America, and adherents identify themselves as Moors or Moorish Americans. They do not identify themselves as black or as African Americans. They believe that they are not the descendants of slaves, but rather the descendants of ancient biblical Moabites, and that they belong to the nation of the Moors, and as such are outside the legal system of the United States. This is why when you have situations like what happened in Massachusetts, where a trooper asks them to produce a legal U.S. identity, they often will refuse, or they'll produce an identity document which is not a legal document. It's because of this behavior that they are often compared to sovereign citizens or treated as though they are sovereign citizens. But the reality, as I noted, is that they are more than 50 years older than sovereign citizens, and that there is a history of this type of behavior going all the way back to 1920s.
And do you think we should be concerned about the rise of this group, the rise of the Moors? I know even aside from the politics, you note in your article as well that there are some ties as well to drugs and to street crime. So should we be concerned about this at all?
Sure. Well, I think it is important to stress that there are many different types of Moorish splinter groups. The organization that was founded by Drew Ali broke up in 1929, and there are many, many splinter groups all across the United States which have different beliefs. Some of them are extremists, some of them are not. Some of them engage in rejection of U.S. laws, others do not. But it is an example of the kind of black identity extremism which U.S. law enforcement should be aware of. They should understand the ideology, how it presents itself, what type of groups practice it. But because the FBI and other federal law enforcement have rejected this category of black identity extremism, they group everything under a very broad category of racial or ethnic identity extremism. They don't have really a way to talk about this kind of behavior or this kind of threat in a useful way. And that's why you get these comparisons to other groups that really aren't helpful.
And just a few weeks ago, actually, we saw it was a separate group, but it was a more paramilitary type group. They called, I guess I'll censor some of it. It was the Not Effing Around Coalition. I'm sure you've seen them around as well. And one of their reported members is suspected, or accused at least, of shooting an officer in the head. The officers were looking for a suspect. They start engaging this man who was in his car. He shoots just the one officer in the face and leaves his body there. I believe even took his camera or somehow disabled it and left the man's body there, the officer's body, until he was later found. And of course now there's GoFundMes and other stuff for this poor officer, and he's now fled to the distance. And of course his coalition, that's what they preach, is to fight back against cops no matter the situation. So we are seeing this concerning rise. But of course the FBI, they have their eyes elsewhere, and this is something that you've written about at great length. And I saw you recently wrote another piece about this, that they're going after tens of millions of law-abiding, patriotic Americans. And of course January 6th is the pretext for that. Talk to me about some of your writings there and the 4 pillars that you mentioned. I believe it was your American Mind article.
Sure. So that was in reference to the recently released Biden administration's countering domestic terrorism strategy. And the problem with this strategy is that it really only identifies and really only seeks to counter one type of threat. That is a threat from what they perceive as white supremacist or militia extremist groups. It does not get into any other kind of threat, whether that's homegrown jihadist groups, black identity extremist groups, or anarchist extremist groups like Antifa. They're only interested in focusing on the white supremacist threat. And they focus on just really targeting ideas and opposition to the government rather than actual behaviors. So, for example, they spend a lot of time in the report talking about so-called conspiracy theories, whether that's concerns about the COVID vaccine, whether that's concerns about election integrity, and the like. So they're more interested in what you believe and whether you support the government than they are actual ideologies that engage in extremism against the government. And I think that is very concerning.
Paolo, I always really appreciate your expertise in these matters. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.